Welcome to all of you. This is Daniel Manoj Nethala, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, St. Martin's Engineering College. Today we would like to discuss about the topic called as UML diagrams. So let me first tell you what do you mean by UML. So because it's not the actual, okay, we have an abbreviation for the UML. So let me start with what is UML, then I will go with what are the different types of UML diagrams. So but before going to start this UML diagrams, first let me tell you that UML, this UML stands for, U stands for unified, M stands for modeling, L stands for language. So again I'm just writing UML. U stands for unified, M stands for modeling, and L stands for language. So this is what we call it as UML, that is Unified Modeling Language. And let me more clear about this UML means people thought that it's a programming language, and it's not that programming language, it is a graphical language or it is a visual language. Let me tell you that it's not a programming language. People thought that there are many programming languages are there, but they are also thought that these also language, but it's not at all a language. Okay, it is a visual language. It's a visual language. It is a visual language. And what is the difference between a programming language and a visual language is nothing but, people know that a programming language is nothing but C, C++, Java, COBOL. Okay, like that we have olden days we have many programming languages are there, and nowadays also people are using many programming languages like C, C++, COBOL. Like that we have many programming languages are there, but it's not at all a programming language, and it's a visual graphical language. That is what it is more clear. Let's go into the topic, okay, and I will tell in detail about the UML. Before going to the topic, let me tell you what are all the contents we are going to discuss in my session is first the overview of UML, next go with the why do we need UML, that is Unified Modeling Language, and the origin of UML means what is the history of UML and what are all the characteristics which comes under the UML, and as it is the more important, there are many types of UML diagrams are there, so that types of UML diagrams also we need to discuss, that is the types of UML diagrams. Next, in that types of UML diagrams we have three different types of UML diagrams are there. It starts with structural UML diagrams, second is behavioral UML diagrams, and the third one is interaction UML diagrams. These three are the three different types of UML diagrams, and apart from these three we have many UML diagrams are there. In the UML 2.0 we have about 13 UML diagrams are there. So we'll going to discuss about all the 13 UML diagrams in the today's session, and we'll conclude with the last one is what are all the tools which are required to draw the UML diagrams. That is what the last topic we are going to discuss, that is the tools for creating UML diagrams. These are the different contents that is we are going to discuss in the coming session, that is. So starts with, as I told that the first one is overview. As I told, the full form of UML is Unified Modeling Language, and as I told, it is a general purpose, a graphical modeling language in the field of software engineering. And UML is used to specify visualize, construct, and document the artifacts. That is what we can call it as measure elements. Again, in the artifacts, we have the two different types of artifacts we have. That is the management artifacts and engineering artifacts. Okay, we'll discuss in the coming classes. But that is what the artifacts means, measure elements of the software system, and it is quite similar to a blueprint, okay, in the other fields of engineering. Let me clear. It is, again I am telling the point to be noted, it is nothing but a blueprint in the other fields of engineering. Means, let me clear, this blueprint means for the civil engineers or for the architectural engineers, they will use the blueprint means to construct a building, so they will go with the blueprint. And even for architectures also, they will draw a blueprints. Okay, means for a building we have a blueprint, and for an industry we have a blueprint, and for the process is to be carried out in many industries, in our daily life also, there are some blueprints we need to prepare. So based on the blueprints we need to construct. That is what we can call it as blueprints in the other fields of engineering. The same blueprint is nothing but here in the software engineering is UML diagram. So as I told that, okay, it's not a programming language, rather than it is a visual language. As I told, the point again, it's not a programming language and it is a visual language. So this is what the 2 points is to be, okay, note down. Okay, next, as I told, blueprint. So people, okay, clear that UML in the software engineering and blueprint in the other fields of engineering. Okay, so both are same, but maybe the blueprint is only one, but in the field of software engineering we have many different types of UML diagrams are there. Not only one blueprint, we have many diagrams are there. So we'll discuss all the diagrams. But before that, why we need this UML diagrams? What is the need of these UML diagrams? So let me clear. Means to communicate to anyone. Maybe people can't understand the code or the programming language, but to speak anyone, a picture is more impact rather than the language. Means if you show anything also, they can't understand. Even if you write any source code also, they can't understand. But if a picture, it clearly understand, even it is a single line diagram also, or it is a schematic diagram also, if you draw that diagram, okay, that blueprint or that architecture, people can easily understand. So let me clear more about this one. Means only the programmers can understand only the programming language or a source code. But what about the non-programmers? The non-programmers means people who don't know about the complete source code or any programming language called C, C++ or COBOL. So means for non-programmers also, who is this non-programmers means? Maybe the business persons, maybe the stakeholders, maybe the customers. Anyone can easily understand with these UML diagrams. Means the picture will communicate with you or the picture will speak with you. Clear? So that is what I just want to tell you. So to visualize, okay, to represent and to communicate the complex system designs, okay, and as I told, businessmen don't understand the code, so UMLs becomes essential to communicate with the non-programmers about essential requirements, functionalities, and the process of the system. Means how an industry is going to work, how the process will be carried out, and what are all the requirements of a customer. Okay, like that, to get all these inputs from the businessmen and from the stakeholders and from the customers. Okay, just if a pictorial representation, if you draw, that is nothing but a UML diagram. That is what I'm telling. Okay, and moreover, down the line you can save a lot of time Even the teams can also visualize the process and user interactions. Clear? Down the line, you can save more time and visualize the process, and even the user interactions also is possible with these UML diagrams. That is what why we need UML diagrams means to understand and to communicate and to visualize and to specify and to analyze. For all these, for documentation purpose also we required all these UML diagrams. Let me go to the next one is and yes, the origin of UML means, as people, I told that many people and everyone can use this UML diagram. And who is the author or authors who introduced this topic or who introduced this innovative idea is, there are three persons behind this UML diagram, and the three different persons and from the different companies. Let me tell you who is the first one means. He's the James Rambo in the 1991. I will tell you about this person. And second one is Grady Bush in the 1994. And coming to the third person is Ivor Jacobson in the year 1992. Three different years, three different authors, and three different fields, and from the three different organizations. But still, these three people have done their work in the UML related concept. First, tell me, first one, who that James Rambo in the 1991, he did his research, his ideology is all about in this one, object modeling technique, OMT. And the Grady Bush, he designed, he more focused on the ADA languages. So the ADA languages is also too complex and it is too strong. But why it is failed means because a lot of cloud spaces dominated his models. So it is also not comes into limelight. Coming to the third person, the person who is Ivor Jacobson, he did his research or idea in the field of use cases. So as I told that the three different persons from the three different organizations, and also the 1991, 1992, 1994, so three different years also. Okay, sir, why you are telling about these three people means these are the three authors, they united each other and they combined their ideas, they merged their ideas, and they have introduced this concept called as UML diagrams. That is what I am just going to tell you. And the next one is, this is what these three persons, first one is Rambo, the creator of OMT, is merged with the second person, Grady Bush, and they worked for one company, and that is the company called as Rational Corporation. And they joined in that company and they have combined and they have measured their ideas. That is, the ideas is comes into the mind is, that is, the name is called as unified method. Insinana, unified method. Next is the third fellow also is joined with the team of two people and who is worked in the object oriented software engineering. OOSE stands for object oriented software engineering. He is also joined with Rambo and also Grady Buch. Okay, and the three people, they have combined their ideas and finally they have introduced the concept called as unified modeling language. So at last they got a name called as, you can see now, affectionately these three people, the team of Rambo and Buch and Jacobson, are affectionately known as the three amigos, because people who behind this concept is not one person, there are three persons. So the three persons named as the three amigos. Clear? And they have introduced this concept. Coming to the next one is, what is the overview is completed. Next, origin is completed. Next, characteristics. So what is the characteristics of this UML diagram is, first one characteristics is, the UML stands for, as I told, Unified Modeling Language, and it is not a programming language like C++, Java and COBOL, and UML can be described as general purpose visual graphical language, okay, to visualize, to specify, to construct and to document the software designs or the software system is called as the UML diagram. Next, although the UML diagram is not only to model the software systems, it is also used to model the non-software systems. Let me just write this more important point in what I told. The point is, it is model not only to the software systems, to model the software systems. People thought that UML is only for the software systems. No, it is for the modeling of non-software system also. Point to be noted. Second one is modeling of non-software systems also. As I told that non-software systems and for the software systems. As I told that it is not only for the programmers, or sometimes people thought that modelers. It is also for the non-programmers. Who is this non-programmers? I told already, the businessmans. Maybe they are the businessmans, or maybe they are stakeholders. So as more accurately, it is to model not only the software systems, it is to model the non-software systems. It's that it is not only for the programmers, it is also for the non-programmers, that is called as businessmen or stakeholders. Let's go into the next one is, next we are, as I told, we are discussing about the types of UML diagrams. This is the actual most important topic, as the language in the UML, L stands for language, means the language uses symbols, notations, semantics. These are the different to indicate any ongoing process, maybe in industry, maybe in the software industry, maybe in the outside also, that we need to represent in terms of symbols, with the help of symbols, with the help of notations, with the help of some relationships among these symbols and notations. Clear? So that is what I am just telling. The diagrams are the graphical implementations of the models that incorporate symbols and the text. Each symbol, as I told, language means nothing but symbols, means each symbol has a different meaning in the context of UML diagram. Keep it in mind, in the context of UML diagram, not outside of the what is engineering. So there are as I told, 13 different types of UML diagrams. So as I told, there are 13 different types of UML diagrams. You can see the 13 different types of UML diagrams that are available in the UML 2.0 is the latest recent version. So that I just want to tell you, such that each diagram has a set of symbols or a symbol. We'll go into what are the 13 different types of UML diagrams is. The first one is UML diagrams are classified into actually three categories. First one is structural diagram. Go to note. First one is structural diagrams, second is behavioral diagrams, and the third one is interaction diagrams. So what is this structural diagrams and behavioral diagrams and interaction diagrams? The three main classes are, first one is structural diagrams. As I told that there are mainly classifications of main three classifications. So first classification is structural diagrams. Second is behavioral diagrams. And the third one is interaction diagrams. Interaction diagrams. So these are the three main classifications: structural diagrams, behavioral diagrams, and interaction diagrams. So structural diagrams, behavioral diagrams, and interaction diagrams. Again, there are more sub-classifications in the structural diagrams, and again there are sub-classification in the behavioral diagrams. Again there are sub-classification in the interaction diagrams. So let me tell you all these sub-classifications, what different types of diagrams comes under structural diagrams are. The first one is so the class diagram. First one is class diagram, second one is object diagram, third one is package diagram, next is component diagram, class diagram, object diagram, package diagram, component diagram, and deployment diagram. So these are the 5 types of diagrams comes under the structural diagram. Let me tell you what is this structural diagram is nothing but it represents the static view of a system by portraying the structure of a system. So let me tell you this class diagram. I will show you with the help of a video. Then you can easily understand how the class diagram will be constructed. So this use case diagram or class diagram is a cellular system. I am taking an example for the explanation of use case diagram. So this is a cellular system consists of make a call, receive a call, and schedule a call, and locate the user. And apart from this also we have many options. These are all the symbols how we need to represent. These are all the different symbols. Okay, so make a call is a use case, one use case, and receive a call is also one use case, schedule a call is also one use case, and locate user is also one use case, and nothing. Okay, and still we have different use cases are there, and generate bill. And with this, okay, there are actor will come. can see, so there is an actor will come, so this is the user, okay, and is the provider. These the symbols for the actor, you can call it as actor. So there are two actors, one is the user and one is the provider, you can see. And also there is one more use case is called as a GPS system. So means the user, and this is called as association. So means a user can make a call and a user can receive a call and a user can schedule a call. User can make a call, receive a call, schedule a call, and also this provider, who is the network provider, will locate the user and will generate the bill. And there are some are, okay, going to the next one is a network provider. So based on the usage, the generated bill will be generated, and the provider may be a BSNL provider, or the provider may be a Airtel provider. Any network provider means that is the generalization of the provider who will provide the network. So with this, that is the example for the cellular system. So that is, just want to show you again the last one is, this is the actual one, the provider, Airtel provider and the BSNL provider. So this is the generalization is the relationship. Keep it in mind, generalization is the relationship, and this is the extension, means you can make additional call, means you can go with the, you can talk with the multiple people, that is the conference call. Not only you can make a call with one, or you can make a call with multiple users, that is called as you can extend the call. That is what we can call it as a network provider. So these are the different include. What include means, these also one relationship. So these are relationship, these are relationship, these are relationship, and these also relationship. Different relationships have different meanings. So that is, check usage means based on the usage, the bill will be generated. So that is, who will generate the bill means the provider will generate the bill. So that is what I can say, that this is the example for the use case diagram, means an actor will use a different use cases. That is what we can call it as use case diagram. So this is the pictorial representation of making a call, receiving a call, scheduling a call, locating the user. For the locating the user, we require GPS system. Keep it in mind, for the locating the user, we require GPS system. And to generate the bill, who will generate the bill means the provider will generate the bill, and based on the usage, the bill will be generated. So we need to include this one. So this is also one relationship, 2, 3, and the provider is also, this is a symbol for the generalization, and this is a symbol for the actor, and these are the symbol, the oval shaped symbol for the use cases. Different use cases, different symbols, notations, semantics we will use. So easily people can understand, not only the programmers, non-programmers, or a business persons, or a stakeholders, customers also, anyone can easily understand by seeing this a pictorial representation or a diagram. Is it not or not? Is it possible or not? Yes. Just by using the mobile it is not possible, but by seeing this one you can easily possible. So that is what is the representation of any kind of complex system in terms of diagram. Thank you all.